Hello, OMSI's colleagues. I hope you're doing well, and that things are going okay. I know it's been a rocky few weeks, maybe a couple of months, and but today I'm here at Appalachian Lab. You can't quite see it, but it's a very nice day here in Frostburg. So happy to be here. We have a solar energy event planned for later today, so I'm looking forward to that as well. Yesterday I was at IMET. Monday I was at Horn Point, and actually the visit at Horn Point on Monday was a wrap up of my second round of visits um, to our campuses. Certainly the last one for this spring. Very excited about the conversations we've been having, very productive, continuing to learn about what you do, about the institution, at the same time, engaging and trying to talk a little bit about, what the future of UMSIS looks like. And I've been very excited about the contributions that I've been receiving, the comments and the feedback. And I think it is all very timely. Uh, and But certainly it is very challenging to talk about what OMSI is going to look in the future without addressing the disturbances, concerns, events that have unfolded even in the past 2 to 3 months, right? Things have been moving very fast, and as I've been relaying in my meetings with you, in my conversations with you, we are being, challenged financially and institutionally, right, in big ways. So we have the state of Maryland undergoing a budget crunch, and that is going to affect us. At the same time, in the federal space, the federal government space, there's been lots of challenges to our research funding, to DEI as a core value, right? I've been trying to outline a strategy to deal with these challenges, both short term, medium term, long term, and trying to highlight the fact that we have to prepare for being financially challenged, right? We've been doing that. Both at the state and federal levels, but certainly more importantly, or maybe more urgently, at the federal level. And we've been planning for that. And I think the key message that I've sent to everyone is, yes, we're being challenged, but I do think we have a financially solid strategy to move through this, right? And It's a little bit hard to predict longer term, like beyond next fiscal year, because we don't know what's going to happen. If I were to guess, I think that the state is going to continue to be challenged financially, so we may need to look again at a budget reduction in fiscal year 27, right? And we're already working on planning for that. And then the federal is really, really unpredictable. Even, like I tell people, even if I had a crystal ball, I would probably have to throw the ball away, because it's not going to work in this environment. But I want you to rest assured that, we are working hard, smart to ensure that our institution is financially viable, that the research that we do and the funding that we receive to do that research, both from the state and from the federal government, which are two big pockets, are continue to be as solid as possible. But I've also highlighted the need for us to think about the future in more proactive terms, in terms of diversifying our sources of funding, particularly looking at doing more work with the private sector, with private donors, with private organizations, NGOs, right? And I think we're going to have to move in that direction. And I mentioned some of these things when I did my first round of visits last fall, but I think the recent developments, particularly the last 2-3 months, are making us accelerate towards that direction. So these are really no regret measures. These are things that we had to do anyway. It's just that I think we're going to have to accelerate the pace at which we do. And I think we're going to have a big opportunity when we do our strategic planning later this summer and fall, and that process is ongoing, right? We already have an ad out to recruit a professional strategic planning support firm that will help us with this. Um, and so you're going to be hearing some more from that. I'll also continue to keep you informed, share with you information. I shared a couple of bits of information this morning about the legal actions of which we are part of, right, as part of the University System of Maryland, to challenge the measures that the federal government is undertaking, right, and we're going to continue doing that, and I'll do my best to keep you informed on the budgeting and financial front. I'll also keep you informed as I have been doing so, but we'll provide more granular information in that respect. So folks, listen, I can see that we're living through challenging times, and as I said in my all hands meetings that I've been holding with groups, I wouldn't be human if I didn't tell you I kind of wake up sometimes in a cold sweat thinking, oh my God, what are we going to do, right? But then when I think things through, I can tell you that we are competitively better positioned to navigate these challenges than many of our colleagues are, not only in the state but actually nationwide. So I am confident that we'll be able to navigate this through. Is it going to be painless? No, there's going to be some pain, right? Hopefully it'll be a shared pain and we'll be able to navigate through it. But I do think, and I am confident, that we'll emerge from this as a stronger institution, more robust, more resilient, right? And I think that has value, right? So stay tuned to these videos, to my messages, and again, if I can help, if I can offer any advice, if I can answer any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me, Fernando at UMSIS. I'm also, like a lot of people, I'm reachable also by text, but on these very highly encrypted texts like Signal, so I'm there now, so you can reach me there too. So anyway, I'm available. I want to help, but listen, I think we got this. We just have to keep moving forward. Good seeing you, and we'll be in touch very, very soon. Take good care and have a fantastic day.